and we will get it sent to Facebook. So sometimes this takes a minute.
Oh, sure.
All right. Your dog decided to be quiet.
Oh yeah, my son's out there, so he was able to
Perfect.
calm her down.
Aw.
I warned him before. I said, if anything happens in the next like half an hour, you have to deal with it.
How's the weather on your patio today?
Oh, nice. I love
Is it?
that. I know. It's the best part of my house.
All right, I don't see us here. I'm just going to check. Oh, there we go. One more thing. Okay. Oh.
Cheers.
Okay, now it should. Why won't it let me go live? I'm gonna make you go away for a sec. Sorry.
Oh no, it's good. You're just trying to make it work.
It wanted a title. Oh, maybe it wants it. It's being persnickety, sorry.
Well, I think that all this technology that we're working with is just sometimes a little bit overwhelmed with all that we're doing with it.
Yeah, it like took my button away.
Huh.
Let me. Okay, I don't think it did anything there. So where did you go?
I think I'm still here.
I know, but where did you go? Is it open somewhere else? Let's see. There you are. Okay. Stop live stream. No, but where did it go? Oh my goodness. Okay, stop the live stream. Every week, I swear, this goes differently.
Well, that's the thing too, right? Like if it would go the same way every time.
Yeah, it's got this wonky process. Like it wants you to sign in and then it wants a title and all this stuff, but I already did all that. And then as soon as I added the title, it disappeared.
Yeah.
And wouldn't let me click on the button. All right, it looks, hopefully this time it. All right.
Oh, it says working.
Yeah, I think that time it did. I don't know why it didn't the first time.
Yeah. I might have too many glares on my glasses.
Oh yeah, there we are. I see us. Okay, so. All right, so now I can see people's, if anybody comments, I can see them. All right. All right, we got everything working. Yay. It seems straightforward, and every week it gives me just a little bit of a hassle, but we're here again. So welcome. Well, I guess we could wait for a few more people to get started, but we're already a few minutes late. So we'll just get started now. I'm Samantha from Urban Casual, and I'm back with another edition of the Cochrane Coffee Chat. And today I am here with Sandra. She's joining me from her house. Where else would we be?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And she's currently the operations coordinator for Amped to Play in Cochrane. So I've invited her to chat about some of those things, because once I get through the events, you'll see why I've invited her onto today's show. In town, things are looking a little bit bleak on the event schedule. Today, coming up at 4, we've got the Avexia gang back for another week of challenges. That starts at 4 p.m. on this social isolation page, and I'll make sure to drop a link in there. But Julia was our guest on the Cochrane Coffee Chat last week, if you caught that edition. So she explained a little bit more about their game and how that all works. And so challenge number 7 is up at 4 p.m. and I will be one of the judges this week. So I look forward to seeing what Cochrane comes up with. It's super creative and a little bit of fun. And there's prizes and donations to local charities as well. So that's today at 4. And then we head into Saturday, where at 4 p.m. again, we are going to have the band For Good. They have been doing a live show every week on their Facebook page. So they have let me know that they will be on at 4 p.m. on Saturday with another live show. So check that out. And I will also make sure to include the link to their Facebook page so that you can join their event. Other than that, coming up next Friday, we have a virtual dance party coming to Cochrane. That should be a little bit of fun, and it's still in the organizational stages, so I won't give away all the details just yet. But I do want you to stay aware of that, Cochrane, because it should be a fun Friday night for everybody to party together in their houses. But Sandra, the last couple of weeks, we're kind of wrapping up April here. It's the 30th today. So why don't you tell me about the bottle drive that you were a part of that kind of, I think it was 3 weekends in total while the bottle depot was closed?
Well, it all started just on the Cochrane Chamber has a great Slack chat for businesses in town to just kind of connect with each other and talk with each other and see what's kind of meetings are going on and so forth. And we were on that Slack chat and we were just all complaining about how we were losing our deck space to all the recycling. And Mark from Corner Co-working said, hey, I have storage space. And Chris from Half Pitch said, I have storage space. And I said, hey, I can help and be there, and I can, direct people and do some posting on Facebook and stuff. And so that's how it all got started. And we actually did it for 4 weekends. We did just under $4,200, like $4,100 or something like that. I can't remember. $4,144, and we're splitting it up between 7 charities. So everybody's getting almost $600. So that's
awesome. So how were the charities chosen, or how were they a part of this?
Well, I just, because I'm from before I went down to play it was with Helping Hands. So I already knew a list of some charities. And so I just emailed the town and said, this is the charities I was thinking of supporting. What do you think? And they agreed that they felt that I had, picked the ones that were really out there right now. So that's how we did it. Yeah.
Well, good job to everybody. I know that you said there was Half Pitch was involved. They had some bins or totes over at their location. Patrick, from Chuck Steel Axe House, he was involved. He loaned the trailer.
Yep.
So how many trailers was it in total that the bottle depot filled up?
Well, we had a 40-foot truck come and pick up the first, and it was, I would say, about 2/3 full. And so when the truck came the second time, we were like, we're going to fill the truck. there was probably like there was a little bit of space left. It was 95% full. Yeah, it was pretty full. The
Well,
first
good
time
job to you guys. I know that the weather was not very nice to you on one of those weekends.
folks that I got the train because I did a little Facebook Live every time. I got the train, I got snow, I got rain, I got sun. So I got everything. Yeah.
Did anybody bring you coffee?
No, no. But
Wow.
that's yeah. We also sold those Cochrane strong stickers there from Shannon's Design. So then although that money, well, $2 from everyone went to the food bank too. So that was really nice too.
I just put my sticker on my car and it looks all awesome. And
I haven't done it yet.
it was pretty easy to do, so that's good to know. But yeah, it looks really nice on the car. So wash your car up first and then put it on. So what do we have coming up for May with your organizations that you work with in town?
Well, I'm part of Cochrane Hospice, and I'm also part of Cochrane Immigrant Services. And so May, for Cochrane Hospice, we're pretty excited because usually we had actually this huge roadshow planned. We were going to have this huge conference here and a big hike for hospice, and obviously it all got canceled. We're going to do it next May, but we're going to do a virtual hike for hospice. So I have a Facebook page, and all you have to do for $10, you sign up and you email me. I send you a registration form. You sign up for $10, and then it's kind of a little bit like your isolation game. You have to, do your 5K or whatever you feel that you can do, and you can do it on, I don't care, you can do it on your elliptical, you can do it on your little trampoline, you can go for a walk by yourself or with your family because you're still allowed, you're allowed to do that. Go for a bike ride, but try to get a picture of yourself doing it. You can wear a costume, you can say, I'm doing it for my Grandpa Pete, a poster, and then send it to me or post it on a Facebook, and we'll see how many people we can get out there hiking for hospice. And you can do it anytime in May.
Oh, anytime in May. Okay, I was just about to say what was the date?
Not a specific date or specific time. It's just do it all of May, and just remember people that are going through this. I think especially it's timely now. There's a lot of people that are maybe facing a palliative situation that didn't expect they would, or people that are in a palliative phase of life and they're just more vulnerable, so they can't have their visitors in and they can't have the normal things around them that are helping them through this situation. This is a good way for us to try to support them.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun too, and a great way to enjoy the weather for sure.
And then
So Mother's Day. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No problem with this, right? We kind of overtalk each other. I feel
it's
bad.
lagging a little bit. I apologize. It might be my internet, but.
So with Cochrane Services Committee, what we're doing is having, I've seen a couple of them out there and they've been so much fun and everybody seems to love them. So it's a coloring contest for Mother's Day. So if you check the Cochrane Immigrant Services, its Facebook page is Newcomers Cochrane. And you'll see that the directions should be up there in the next day or two. And it's a coloring contest and there are some great prizes. We got like prizes from places, and there's McDonald's for the kids, and there's, nice things for the moms. So for the coloring page. So if your kid puts a coloring page in, they could win something really nice for their mom.
And will the draw take place on Mother's Day or just before?
Just before, I think. We're just finalizing the details. I promise I'll get them to you.
Okay. No, I wanted to just make a moment to say about Mother's Day. Kids are not in school this year, and so they're not making crafts for mom because mom's probably teaching them right now. So unless mom's really outdo herself, she's probably not going to get around to making her own Mother's Day gift. So tip for dads, the mothers in your life might need some help this Mother's Day, and there's lots of great places in town that you can buy something locally. Heavenly Outhouse, Poor David's, they've gone online, but you can actually head over to the Shop Cochrane Facebook page, and they've gathered some really great list of places that are offering delivery, have online shopping and all those things. So Mother's Day gifts, keep it on the brain because this year they're not bringing anything home for school for mom. So we got to think about that a little more intentionally for Mother's Day this year. Yeah.
I agree.
Cool. All right. So now I invited you here to talk about AMP to Play, but we kind of had those other things to get out of the way. Now I've seen you guys talking about, well, first of all, let's start with the mission, kind of what AMP to Play is about.
Well, AMP to Play really is about helping young people, helping adults, helping corporations just find a way to handle change, to handle challenge, to be diverse and to be inclusive in their day-to-day. So that's really what we do. So this whole situation, the whole COVID situation, is making us practice what we teach, and it's actually been pretty exciting to be able to show that we don't just teach people how to do that, but that we can be that way, that we can be diverse and we can handle challenge and so forth. We've been very lucky, but that's our mission. Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe tell me a bit of the background, where it got started and stuff, because it didn't start in Cochrane, I don't think, right?
Well, it kind of, Ozzy Sawicki is a long-term Cochraneite, and Brandy Heather is from Red Deer, and it's through that relationship and them meeting that the AMP to Play became about. So a lot of the programs and play programs especially were kind of piloted in Red Deer because that's where Brandy was, but there's always been a foot here in Cochrane. And so when it came to the point of choosing a place to put down our roots, like to have a head office, Cochrane's such a great place, you know. So they really felt Cochrane was a place that would embrace that their mission already was a place of caring, a place of handling challenge and handling change and inclusive and diverse. So it was a really great place to have their head office. So that's what they did. And it's about 2019. So we've been here over a year now.
Really? It's been that long?
Yeah, with the head office. Yeah.
Wow, cool. All right. So like I said, I've seen kind of on Facebook and on Twitter and things like that, but you guys have this play box for all ages 6 and up, I guess, 6 and under if you're supervised. But you got to tell me more about that, because I've been kind of seeing different pictures, and I can tell that sometimes I can't tell what's in the box.
Sometimes we're a little sneaky about that.
Yeah.
I have a box here. I will give you some, information from the box. So a little bit of history about the box. It's actually been on our plate as a product that we wanted to bring to market like for over a year, but it was down the road. We didn't think there was actually a real need for it. Well, maybe, or just a more of a need for other things, right? So when COVID came along, it just moved right up to the top. We realized that it could be a real benefit and really support families that are home alone with their kids in isolation and looking for a way to bring back play and joy into their house. So the initial concept is that we do a program called Ramshackle Play, and it's loose parts, and you're out there and you're just being creative and imaginative, and play is just back to the playing with dirt and rocks and sticks, and you're creative and no one's telling you what to do, but you're using your movement and you're using your creativity skills and your storytelling skills, and you're using symbols, like you're using all those things just naturally and organically. So we have put Ramshackle Play in a box, and that means there is loose parts, but everything that's picked in the box is picked for a particular reason. It's picked because it's crunches. It's picked because it's malleable and can be moved. It's picked because it's colorful and interesting and can bring around creativity. And when we send you the box, you also get a document that has some suggestions. So for example, maybe the question will say, what's your favorite place to be? Create it using things in the box, and what would you be doing there right now? So now you have this whole, they might make, create a beach and or they might create cars and car racing, like they'll create whatever they want. In our box, we have everything from, yes, we have maybe a couple of standards, something like a little bit malleable, but then you're going to have just string, right? And funky tape, right? and styrofoam balls, you know, but would you know, these are like little pots to grow things in. So there's at least 20 items in each box, and not every box is exactly the same, because Play-Doh, for example, is becoming a real huge hard thing to get. So what else can I use instead of Play-Doh, right? We can use molding clay. We can use celly putty, right? So as long as it's malleable and can be used for the starters that we have to suggest. So that's the start of the play box.
Well, that's really cool. It also made me just think how similar the play box is to the self-isolation game. It's like, it's almost the exact same concept, but not.
Yeah. What do you have within your with you right now to create their challenge, right? For example, we could have a challenge that also says, create a game for 2 people. How would we play? So maybe they take these 2 pots, put them on each side, and use the ping pong balls and make a game of how many, you know what I mean? We also have like flip those frogs that jump. Maybe you can get them, remember, what was that, Twiddlewing?
Tiddlywinks, yes.
I think. Yeah, kind of make your own Tiddlywinks game. Or maybe have a race. What can you build in 60 seconds? What can you build in 10 seconds? Or how high can you make something? Or how, right? Those kind of things, right? Yeah, so it's exciting. And what we do is every 2 weeks or twice a month, we send you some other starters that you can use. So if you've made it through all the ones in the box, then you have more information. And we also, at this time, originally this was going to be an extra paid part, but because we're where we are and people are at home, every Tuesday at 11, if you have the box, you can sign in and meet and talk to Brandy, and she kind of leads the whole group through a little play period, and it has been so much fun.
Okay. And you said everyone has the same contents of the box, so everybody can.
Yeah.
Cool. And that's every Tuesday at 11?
Yeah.
Okay, just on your Facebook page.
Well, right, I send you the link. It's through WebEx.
Okay.
So if you have the box, you get the link. We are going to be moving to a Facebook group so that we can have little recorded tidbits too, because not everybody's available at Tuesday at 11, right? So then that way they can go and look at tidbits later on at their own time.
So the box, is it a subscription that you get monthly, or do you get just one and then
we just get one? Yeah, but then you get the emails and the so forth. We do realize down the road we might have to have like a refill pack or something, because some things are like the crayons and paints and all that kind of stuff are gonna expire, be done with. They're usable. And we're also trying to put some seasonal items in each box. So I think that after a while we'll probably have to make, for $15 or something, you can get a refill pack or something. Yeah, with some new exciting things.
Okay, so age 6 and under need some supervision. Age 6 and up, so anybody. This is good for anybody then.
We are actually just put into production just this last week an adult seniors box. So we've it's going to have its own little sticker on it so we can keep them separated, and they're just going to have a little bit some more items in them. So just watch that to come. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Cool. And just for anybody who's watching, if you have any questions regarding, sorry, what's the actual term for the box? The play box, or?
It's ISO, like ISO, love play.
ISO love play. Okay.
We're in isolation, but it's also ISO love play. Yeah.
So you can drop your question right into the Facebook Live here if you have one, or you can drop it in later and I'll make sure that Sandra knows about it. If I don't know the answer, then I will pass you along. So is that everything we have? Because the ramshackle play, I remember that was at Spray Lakes, I think, just kind of maybe before we all went into our houses.
I think it was, seriously, I think it was like not even 3 weeks before we got like ixnayed. It was like, because it was February. It was when the kids were off for that day, for that week or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like 3 weeks before we all got into isolation. It was totally fun, but I don't think we're gonna be ramshackling playing anytime in the next few months. It's going to take a while to get back to that.
So just one more question that I just thought of. So do Brandy and Ozzy pick all of the items that go in the box, or is it kind of a team effort?
Well, Brandy is the knowledge owner. She's the one who has the education and know-how. It's actually fun on the production line because I'll pick something out and I'll go, why are we using this? And then she doesn't just give you one answer, right? It's like she's got almost a thesis of why it's in the box. And that's what makes it exciting. Like, it makes it like, oh, I can see that could do that could stimulate that and be really helpful. Like, it's really interesting. It's a great learning experience. I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Well, that's why I was saying I can never tell what's in the box because it's all just like a cacophony of weird stuff, right? Yeah. And just like the ramshackle play was sprawled out all over Spray Lakes, and I was like, is this a junkyard? What is this, right? Yeah, that's why I haven't. Every time I see a picture, I'm like, but I can't tell what's in there because it's all just weird things. So how much is the box?
The box is $38. Okay. If you live in Edmonton or Calgary, Cochrane, or in Red Deer, we hand deliver them. So it's only $5 for delivery. And everywhere else, unfortunately, it's $22. That's Canada Post. If you make bulk orders, because we've had some of those. For example, I have to mention this one. It was so cute. It was so made us all cry. But the Central Alberta Children's Advocacy Center in Red Deer bought 100 boxes and then dropped them off at the Red Deer Hospital for all the frontline workers. It was so amazing. And the parents of these kids have just been sending us pictures after pictures of these kids and these parents playing. It's just, it's makes our hearts very heavy. Like happy, not heavy.
I gotcha. I know what you're saying.
If it's something like that, we will negotiate we just put all the boxes in one vehicle and took them. So we didn't charge shipping, right? So we'll do our best to make it affordable for people, especially in that kind of circumstance. So.
Well, that sounds fun. And I hope you guys can all get back to your ramshackle plays together real soon. But for now, the box sounds like it's a great alternative and definitely something fun to do at home. So I will make sure to drop all the links for that in the post after this video so that you can track Sandra down and ask her all the things.
And it's not going anywhere. It's going to stay part of our programming no matter how we move forward. It'll just be integrated and continue to be part of our programming because we think it's important. Yeah.
That's wonderful to hear. Now, when we do get back to the land of the living, where is Amp to Play actually located in town?
We are we are located in the Shoppers mall there. So upstairs, just top of Maytab and so forth. So we've taken almost half of that up there. We've got beautiful offices. We love it. Once we're back into the real world, we also have a training room that people can rent for meetings and so forth, but that won't be happening anytime soon. But it's a beautiful space. So can't wait to share it with people again.
Definitely good to know about that meeting space too. That's handy. People are always looking for that type of thing. So we are just about to come up to our half hour here. And aside from those two events coming up, the one at 4 o'clock today, challenge number 7 for the self-isolation game with the Avexia Travel Ladies. And at 4 p.m. on Saturday, we have For Good Band with a live performance on their Facebook page. And anybody who's looking for, because we're 6 weeks in and we've played every board game, we've tried everything in the house, now we need something new. So Sandra has the answer for you with Amp to Play and their I So Love Play box. $38 delivered to your door. Sounds like a great time, Cochrane. And definitely, if you have any questions for Sandra, let us know and we can follow up with you. And that's it for this week's edition of the Cochrane Coffee Chat. And we will be back again next week. Bye, Cochrane.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me, Sandra. Nice to see you.
It's awesome.